Hello everyone, this is a reading with me, Moonlight Guidance. I hope you are doing well. We're going to have a look and see what's coming through for your reading. And this is a safe space where you are always very welcome. And if you ever wanted to purchase any personal services, readings, items, rituals with me which work on healing so that your intention takes place, everything is on shopmoonlightguidance.com and linked down below. There's personal, services on there for tarot readings, etc. And there's thousands of 5-star reviews. Okay, so everything's linked down in the description box below. Let's begin with your reading. So I can see that you are feeling quite heavily stressed and very burdened right now. You're feeling the weight of the world on your shoulders. You are definitely feeling really overwhelmed, quite stressed out, and finding it also very hard to sleep at night from what I am picking up on. There's just a lot of tension, a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress, a lot of difficulty. And we also have here the Lover with the 10 of Cups. So that's really interesting. Well, that's very interesting that card has come out. We've also got the 7 of Cups. You are often thinking a lot about your love life. You really want love, you want happiness, you want joy, you want a person to be there for you in the way that you would be there for them. You want that happy family, home, routine. You want true love, right? You want true love, you want commitment. It's constantly on your mind. 7 of Cups, it's on your mind so much because you're a human being and you want companionship, right? And so who can blame you, right? It's not a terrible thing. So you just feel like this is what I want, like this is what I want my life to be, and you are just really overwhelmed and feeling frustrated that this isn't exactly always happening. It's quite overwhelming, it's quite challenging, and it definitely does feel like a lot of the times. We also do have here the 4 of Swords as well. So 4 of Swords really does represent a really powerful energy, which is showcasing basically that in your time that you have for yourself, like your rest time, this is when you think the most about it. When you're busy doing other things, yes, you do think about it, but not to the extent that when you're resting, you think about this the most. And then it really just sort of like triggers you constantly in the mind. So we got here the Page of Swords. And what now do we see happening in this situation? 5 of Cups, Hermit, Queen of Wands, and 7 of Wands. Okay, so what it really shows here is that someone's obviously not being right towards you, and your dream is still to have companionship and love and joy, but you feel really let down by a person not doing enough towards you. So this really bothers you because, you can look at their, maybe if you look at their social media, you see them on social media like just being all happy, snappy, adventurous, doing things, and you're just here like, but my dream, my goal, what I want is not happening. And so it upsets you to see them live that way. But the 5 of Cups shows here a sadness because you just feel like, what if it just never happens for me, right? And the Hermit here shows a lot of overthinking, but it also shows reflection as well. You know that you're a kind, caring person. 7 of Wands, you're just struggling a lot right now because you're just sort of in a bit of a panic mode, I would say. Okay, you're in a bit of a panic mode because you're wondering if the reality of the future that you want, or let's say the future that you want, will become a reality. Because right now the reality is very stagnant. It's not really happening. There's not really a lot of movement. There's not really a lot of progress. It's feeling very difficult, right? So that's something that you are struggling with tremendously. And it is really very overwhelming for you and very challenging for you. And we've got here as well the Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups here really represents the fact that you're feeling really sensitive right now. You are feeling, like someone could say something to you and it's just like this another thing on top of everything else you're dealing with that just makes you feel like, you know what, just leave me alone, and you feel like you want to cry and you're just like, one more thing, I can't catch a break. You're very delicate and very sensitive right now, which is not a terrible thing because you are a human being and you feel emotions. You're not suppressing things and then traumatizing other people based on the trauma created upon you. You are feeling overwhelmed and sad, but you know that you have a responsibility for yourself as well, right? Like, I really feel like you're learning a lot about yourself during this time. I also feel here as well that you're learning a lot about spirituality. You may be learning a lot about tarot and self-love and taking care of yourself. You're learning a lot about, the law of attraction and detachment, and how basically healing within yourself allows the law of attraction and all of your goals and dreams and abundances to actually take place. And that's something I also want to mention here as well, which I do mention in pretty much all my videos, to be honest, is detachment is the key to the law of attraction. If you want an intention to happen, you must heal. You must, be much more focused on yourself rather than the intention. And then the intention will literally happen when you kind of don't really care whether it happens or not. And that's just how it is. So I really feel here with the King of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles that it's going to happen for you. What you want is going to happen. We've got here the counterparts. Okay, Seven of Pentacles, however, does show a lot of reflection. And I do see here that a lot of growth in your life will happen in terms of romantic love when you honestly are not so desperate for it. The energies of desperation seem to be slowing things down for you. Desperation also does put a lot of spiritual pressure on your specific person. That energy then sort of doesn't allow them to come forward, because desperation can make you act in ways that can self-sabotage a connection. It can also make you act really needy or desperate. That can, again, ruin the connection itself. But also it just suffocates the energies, right? Whereas when you are detached and relaxed and you're just yourself and you're not desperate for it to happen, that's actually when it all falls together and sort of falls into place, and you'll be so surprised and you'll be like, what? Like, how is this even happening? Like, I can't believe it, So it's really important that if you want marriage, you want commitment, you want this happiness with this person, you are relaxed. You are in your sort of best energy, where you are accepting where you are, because law of attraction means knowing what you want and being okay without it. And if that's something you really struggle with, I would highly recommend the marriage ritual. Also, the ritual, which is the love ritual, which is love for your highest good, can also help you as well. It really helps with healing your energies so that basically your intention takes place, because again, healing is the key to the law of attraction, and your intentions as well. But there's loads of rituals on my website if you're ever interested, for love, money, marriage, career, healing, black magic removal, protection ritual, and there's also rituals as well for beauty and home and protection. And there's also intention items, and there's also personal tarot readings with me as well. So everything, is always linked down below on shopmoonlightguidance.com. And yes, so you're transforming. You're honestly transforming. I don't think that, I'm not saying that you're going to become like less emotional or less sensitive. That's not what I'm saying here. What I'm trying to say is you're going to become a stronger version of yourself. And that strength and that confidence really just brings everything together. It brings commitment into your life. It brings, if you want a marriage, it brings a marriage into your life. I say that because some people don't want a marriage, they'd rather have like a long-term partner. So that's why I said if you want marriage. But, if you want marriage, it's there. It absolutely is, but it happens when you're so sort of at peace and you're not necessarily sort of desperate or begging or pleading or chasing for it to happen. It just happens almost effortlessly, where you're in this mode of receiving, and the receiving energy is detachment, right? Whereas attachment is this very like closed off energy where it's like really attached, like I need. When you let go, that's when the receiving energies come in. So that's what I see. It's almost like, you're shedding your skin, like, how a snake sheds and it just creates this transformation. It's fresh, it's rejuvenating, like you're going up, okay? You're not spiraling down. If you stay in the energy of attachment, then it goes down, right? The energies go down and you sit there and wait and you wonder why nothing is happening. And that's the thing, is waiting leads to more waiting. If you don't wait and you just honestly level up, you live for yourself, you take care of yourself, you do the things you love, literally everything will just happen. Like it's a ladder. You will just keep going up and up and up, and you will get what you want. But the more you stay in this energy, in the sense that you are not accepting where you are in your circumstances, and you think to yourself, oh, today's a really bad day, like this is awful, like my entire life is just ruined. And you say these kinds of things, you're basically letting that energy transfer into all the other future days. Whereas if you say to yourself, okay, today wasn't such a great day, but I'll accept it, I'll live, I lived through it, and it's going to be okay. Your future days will start to get better, because you're accepting where you are, rather than thinking like, I can't accept that today's a bad day. I can't accept that yesterday was a bad day. I can't accept that tomorrow's going to be a good day either. It then transfers that energy into future days. So that's really something to be aware of. But life isn't always easy, and I just want to mention that as well. Like, I'm not trying to invalidate that at all, but with acceptance, things do get better, and you will find that things become better as well. So And that's what I'm seeing here in Healing is Your Best Friend. So this is your reading. If this resonates with you, comment down below. You are leveling up. So comment down below, I am leveling up. And don't forget to subscribe as well. I'm here every single day to post readings. Also, if you wanted to ever purchase any personal, reading services, items, everything's listed down below for your convenience. And also I have TikTok and Instagram, moonlight.guidance on Instagram, moonlight guidance on TikTok, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye. That is perfect timing. Whatever someone is doing with a lawnmower or something, that is perfect timing because I literally just finished the video. There you go.